How to live in New York City. Move here when you're 18, 22, or even 24. Come from somewhere else like the north, the south, Xanadu, Guatemala, whatever, and come to realize that everyone living in New York City is a transplant. Even the ones who grew up in the Upper East Side end up moving someplace downtown, which, as you'll soon discover, is like moving into a different city. Discover the cruel and bizarre world of New York City real estate. End up spending an obscene amount of money on something called a broker's fee. First and last month's rent as a security deposit, and you cry a little in the leasing office, but you remind yourself that you are so happy to be here. Picture hearing a man playing saxophone outside your bedroom window, and you end up hearing a lot of sirens instead. Figure it's okay, because it's New York City and you're still so happy to be here. Go out to bars in the Lower East Side because the internet told you, and fall in love with a bar called Max Fish, and always stay out till 4 in the morning. Eat a falafel and have someone pay for your cab back to your apartment. Watch the sun start to rise while going over the Williamsburg Bridge and feel like your life is becoming some kind of a movie. Eat bad pizza, but trick yourself into believing it's good because it's made in New York City, and do the same with bagels and sex. Meet people who will become your best friends for 3 or 4 months. It will be like the blind leading the blind, but once you get a firm grasp on things, you can stop returning their phone calls. Watch your life in New York go through phases. Spend a summer in Fort Greene with a lover and get to know the neighborhood and the rhythms. Once the fling is over, forget the blocks, the restaurants, the parks ever existed, and don't come back unless you have to. Encounter a lot of people crying in public. Watch an NYU student crying in Think Coffee, a businesswoman in Midtown sob into her phone, and an old man whimper on a stoop in Greenpoint. At first it will be very jarring, but like everything else, it will become normal. Have your first public cry in front of Bank of America. Cry so hard and don't care if people are watching you. You pay good money to be able to cry in public. Work long hours at a thankless job. Always be one step from financial destruction. Marvel at how expensive New York is. How, when you walk out the door, $20 are immediately deleted from your wallet. Understand that even though no one has money, everyone is so privileged to live in New York City. Go home for the holidays and run into old friends from high school. When you tell them that you live in New York City, watch their eyes widen. They'll say, "Oh my god, New York City? That's crazy, I'm so jealous." Have a blasé attitude about it, but know that deep down, they have a good reason to be jealous. Go home and feel relieved that you're away from the energy of the city. That punishing 4 a.m. last call. Spend the first 2 days eating and sleeping, getting back to normal. Spend the last 2 days feeling anxious but ready to get back to your real home. Realize that the city has you by the balls, and it isn't going to let you go. Someday you might grow tired of it all. You might start crying in public more often than you'd like, have a bad breakup and want to pack it all up. Certain moments of living in the city will always stick with you. Buying plums of fruit from a street vendor on 34th Street and eating 3 of them on a long walk. The day that you spent in bed with your best friend watching Tyra Banks. The amazing rooftop party that you attended on a sweltering hot day in July. These moments might seem insignificant, but there were all moments when you looked around the city and you felt like you were part of it. When you leave the city, you probably won't come back. Eventually, your life in New York seemed so far away, and sometimes you even begin to wonder if it really happened. Don't worry, it did.